Okay, so the next question, how can I be a better man? Huge question. So the way I immediately start thinking about this is a man at his best is a leader. So again, we're getting back to leadership. First of himself. So you want to be a leader of yourself first. There's a term, there's a psychological construct called internal locus of control. Now the strict of internal means you perceive events in your life as being events that you can control. So you are in control of your destiny, you are in control of what happens to you. External locus of control means you don't feel like you have much control over your life, things just happen to you. The importance of this is that the more, and they've done studies on this, the more you have an internal locus of control, the happier you are, the more successful you are. And then, the opposite is true for external locus of control. This is something I figured out when I was doing research for the Attraction Code. So I was studying dominance and social status and authority and persuasion, like who in the room is most persuasive. What it kept coming back to, based on all the studies I read, is that high social status or dominance is most directly linked to having an internal locus of control. Now, having a low social status was most directly linked to another psychological construct called need for social approval. And it's abbreviated lowercase n, uppercase A, PP, NAP, all right? Internal locus of control is abbreviated I-LOC. This is why a lot of times I'll use the term napping. I'll explain this to a student, and then if I catch him seeking approval, I'll say, oh, you're napping. Well, what seeking approval really comes down to is you're seeking guidance from others. It's not so much approval, although that's part of it. What you're really looking for mentally, in terms of your focus, is how should I be? How do you think I should be? So you're asking other people essentially to tell you how they think you should be. Some people will kind of jump at the chance to do that and feel like they have more dominance and they can influence you. They're more persuasive than you, or they can persuade you. But most people are thinking the exact same thing. How do you think I should be? How do you think I should be? So you have this sort of dynamic where 90% of the people in a social group are all napping, and then there's one person who's just napping a little less than everyone else, and that's the dominant person. If napping is indirectly correlated to dominance and ILOC is directly correlated to dominance, we can then infer that ILOC and NAP, or internal locus of control and need for social approval, are the opposites. These are opposite ways of thinking or of operating mentally. This is what I mean by leading yourself, having an internal locus of control. Now, that's easy to say, well, I won't listen to what other people think and blah, blah, blah. That's not really what it means. The strict definition says that, okay, I believe that I'm in control of what happens to me. But if we dig a little deeper and really think about the implications of that, what it comes down to is I do what I want. So I have rules that I follow, that I made, that are for my life, and I follow those rules. I make my own rules and I follow them.